welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia here with this week's Teen Mom Recap. As you can see, I changed the setup a little bit. Obviously, still some things to be worked on, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about my new backdrop and my new audio. Anyway, getting on to the episode. Stella's birthday is coming up soon. Lewis is still MIA, but Brianna is glad that John is there. He treats her kids like his own, and he even brings Stella a baby doll. When she asks where the baby came from, he says he got it online. It's a better answer than where Brianna got her babies, which is at the club. She talks about Devon maybe going, and Nova says that it's John's turn to go to the party and that Devon can come next year. I don't know whether that's just little kid logic or because Brianna's revolving door of boyfriends has led Nova to believe that it has to be a different dude every year. But Brianna, who clearly didn't want Devon there anyway, just accepts this answer. Like, oh, guess she doesn't want Devon there, oh well. Jade unblocked Sean's number, but he hasn't called, so she needs her mom to help her babysit. She lists a bunch of reasons why her mom is a hot-ass mess and should not be babysitting. Her phone bill wasn't paid, so her phone service is off, and she's living in a hotel, so this has to be Jade's absolute only option. Leah is in Maui, Hawaii after spending last week with Kale and Oahu. They're handing out Leighs to the girls at the airport. The name of this episode, by the way, is called Getting Lei'd, which I couldn't have expected anything less from MTV. It just reminds me of this time I was handing out Leighs at this social event at my college, and literally every single old dude professor that walked in was like, "Hey, I'm getting laid," and I just had to stand there like, yeah. Anyway, Leah's first two girls are over here roasting poor Addie. Gracie says, "You only get to see your dad once or twice a month. I get to see him every week." Ouch. I mean, that's not really something they should be joking about. I was waiting for Leah to put a stop to this, but she just stands there like, haha, oh, y'all are so goofy. When Addie is actually about to attack Gracie, Leah finally says, "Okay, leave her alone. Why didn't you say that to Gracie a few seconds ago?" Clearly, Leah's mind is elsewhere, although that's assuming that it exists at all. She talks to her whole family at the table about how she wants Jeremy to come and how she wants him alone, too. She just doesn't want to make the first move. Even Dawn is like, okay, these girls don't need to be involved in this adult conversation. Chelsea is doing a photo shoot for a boutique. The shop owner calls her and says she has such an edgy and unique style that they want her to help them with the clothing line. Edgy and unique. Right. Jade had given her drug addict mom $250 to turn on her phone, then handed over her kid and told her to bring her tomorrow back when they meet for lunch. And what I'm sure is a shock to everybody, her mom is nowhere to be found and her phone isn't even on. She has no clue where her kid is. Gee, I wonder what she did with that money. Jade says, well, they can't be laying around sleeping, they have a kid with them. I think that them laying around is probably the least of your worries, Jade. They strike me as more of the meth type, not the Xanax type. John has been helping Brianna set up the party. Brianna thinks it's better than when all Lewis did last year was hold up the piñata. I think she's still mad that no one accidentally hit him in the head with a baseball bat. Cole is happy that Chelsea is getting involved in fashion because he says she's destined to do something with clothes. And then she says, as I'm sitting here dressed like a slob, yes, Chelsea, please, just do the work for me. I don't even have to talk. Jade's mom never showed up, but later finally called back. Her excuse was she didn't have a phone charger. Maybe she should have asked her drug dealer for one when she paid him for meth with the money that Jade gave her. Jade confronts her on why she's making excuses, and Christy just says to Chloe, "Say hi to mommy," totally dodging that question. It's Stella's party. No drama this time. But Brianna's family questions John on why he isn't moving to her, as family members love to do. Leah pulls her twins to the side, and I'm really hoping that she's going to confront them on their unacceptable comments to Addie about her dad. But no, she's just talking about her relationship with Jeremy again. Obviously hoping for the tiniest thing is hoping too much with this girl. Christy finally walks in the door with Jade's kid, saying special delivery, which I'm guessing is what their drug dealer said when he walked into their hotel room with $250 worth of meth. Jade asks again why she didn't answer, and Christy says, "I spaced it out that my phone wouldn't ring." What? Jade says she needs to answer the phone so she knows her kid is still breathing. And Christy huffs and puffs, "Well, I raised you and you're still breathing." By some miracle, yes. For some ungodly reason, Jade asks her mom to babysit again the next day while she goes to school, and Christy, of course, never shows up, so she gets to school late. She vows to stop asking her mom for help, and I really hope she follows through on that. Kale comes back from Hawaii and says she's not glad to be back. Her producer says, well, it's getting back to reality. And I might be wrong, but I think I sensed some bitterness in his voice. Like, I don't get paid enough to go to Hawaii for a month, that's for sure. Anyway, she just blabs about how Chris showed up, which I'm sure had nothing to do with the whole free luxury vacation thing. John left for his flight. Roxanne says that Devon should have been invited to that party, and that Nova just said that to not hurt John's feelings since he was in the room. Brianna says Nova doesn't know about hurting people's feelings. At age 7 or 8, I would hope she does, though considering with who she grew up with, maybe no one taught her. Brianna obviously never wanted Devon there and is just glad that Nova gave her a sort of excuse to not let him go. Then she pouts like a big baby. Stella is my daughter, and so is Nova, so I do what I want. Yeah, and he's their dad, so... Chelsea goes to a design meeting. The actual designer lady compliments her outfit, which is the same one Chelsea was wearing when she said she was dressed like a slob. And then the designer says, I'm really excited about plaids. You've chosen the right person then. Leah, with her kid-sized bikini top squeezing out her underboob, asks Jeremy to come to the vacation, and he says he can't. But he does invite her to dinner when she gets back. Which I hope will go like that one time on an episode she got drunk and confessed her undying love for him while he just nodded awkwardly. And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom 2. Do you think Jade should be letting her unstable mom watch Chloe even in a pinch? Should Brianna have let Devon go to the party? And what do you think about Kale and Leah dragging their kind of boyfriends, or at least attempting to, on their Hawaii trip? And what do you think of my new backdrop, huh? Is it all wrinkled up like I'm pretty sure it is, even though I ironed it for like an hour? Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe for Teen Mom Recaps every week.